Ali was such a iconic figure. I just interviewed Larry Holmes the other day, who fought Ali, late in Ali's career.
Yeah, that was a depressing fight for everybody, I think, including him.
No, he cried after he won.
Yeah. I mean, nobody wanted to see that. No, nobody wanted to see that.
He literally, because that was his friend, that was his sparring partner. He was going with Ali to all his, Rumble in the Jungle and Thrill in Manila, and that was like his hero. And the fact that he had to beat up his hero. He said, what was interesting, I never knew this before. He said that in the fight, he never closed his fist. He always kept his hands open because he didn't want to hurt Ali.
And I was hitting it with open hands, not with the closed fist like that. With the closed fist, I was hitting him with an open hand with a glove. Bang, 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 like that, bang, bang. That was open hand. It wasn't hurting him. It was not hurting him. Then I slap him, bam, upside the head. Bam, I slap him, bam, I slap him, bam, I slap him. That's what I would do to him. And with no punch and no fist in the glove, with no fist in the glove. It's just like this. Slap, 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 slap on the body there in the face.
Yeah, no, he basically just slapped him up.
I never heard that before, but yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's tough. I think I always imagine when some of these athletes and stuff have to play against the heroes. I mean, there's guys coming into the league, say even in the NBA right now. And in the NFL, who are going to play against and sack Tom Brady, or go up and get 30 on LeBron, but in a way they just like all they really want to do is have him sign his sneakers. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be a crazy feeling.
Yeah, and really Ali shouldn't have taken that fight at all, because if you watch his interviews around that time. He was already starting to speak slowly.
No.
Before the fight, he couldn't even touch his finger to his nose.
No, that was a money situation. That's all. That was a money situation. Yeah. For everybody, for Holmes as well. That was a money situation. Yeah. Ali's name sells. Yeah. Ali's in the fight, no matter what his condition is, it's box office.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's sad that he had to keep fighting. Because I asked him, I said, why, I asked Larry, I'm like, well, what was the point? Ali had been making millions and millions of dollars. He goes, yeah, but he's also was spending it. And, he got like a few $1 million for that fight, and everyone knew he shouldn't have taken it, including Larry. And, you saw what happened.
Well, yeah.
But, I mean, even after he stopped boxing, he did so much in the world, so much goodwill, so much charity. He raised so much money. He went and traveled all through Africa and so forth. I mean, the lighting of the Olympic torch. He almost did more outside the ring than he did in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, I think he would, and that would have happened to him even if he hadn't fought so long, because he became such an iconic figure. So I think that, it's unfortunate that, being the fighter that he was, that, he continued to fight beyond his time.
Yeah. Well, the next film you did was Buffalo Soldiers with Joaquin Phoenix. How was that experience?
It's interesting. It's fun. We were all in Germany, driving Mercedes that were given to us by production, and it was interesting. It was fun. Be around all those bunch of guys and some really fine actors in that movie. And I really thought we were making something, really special. That's another film that unfortunately came out at the wrong time.
Right. I mean, because when you watch Joaquin Phoenix do the Joker, there's really an argument of like who the best Joker was. Was it Heath Ledger? Was it, Joaquin Phoenix? Was it Jack Nicholson? I don't know. I might have to give it to Joaquin.
Yeah, it's okay. For one thing, it's really hard to compare acting performances. I never really understood that. Unless actors are acting under the same conditions, with the same DP, the same director, and more importantly, the same storyline. You're talking about an actor who has a whole movie dedicated to him, as opposed to those other characters who were just part of a Batman movie, who played the villain. So, I mean, I think it's hard to compare that. Jack Nicholson never had his own movie, The Joker. You know what I'm saying? So, but so I don't like the comparisons, but I think all of them are fantastic. I think Joaquin's movie, was damn near dedicated to him and his characteristics and all the things that he did. Usually an actor does not have that kind of time on screen to see those kind of, intricacies in their performance. And so that's great for him. And I think that he benefited from it greatly, and we all did.
Yeah, hell of a film. Hell of a film. Like that scene in the subway when he shoots those guys, I must have rewound that probably like 30 times. just the power of that scene was just like, damn. Well, then you were in a Get Rich or Die Trying with 50 Cent. You had a small role in that.
Yeah, I was a very big fan of that director. He directed, about 3 Daniel Day-Lewis movies. And we met several times, and he asked me to do that role, and I was just like, yeah, here's a guy that I'm a fan of, and, Irish director I'm a very big fan of, and I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I'm available. I'll do it. And so that's how it came about.
Well, and then you basically just kept doing movies every couple of years. I mean, I'm looking through your IMDb page, from Cover to Brooklyn Heist to The Heart Specialist to Ex-Free to Against the Jab, Where the Children Play. I mean, you've consistently stayed a working actor for, 30 years now? 40? Wait, how many years now? Almost 40 years.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I mean, for everyone who's watching this right now, who's, doing odd jobs in Hollywood and staying with their 3 friends in a small apartment trying to get that first break, how do you consistently become a working actor like a Leon to get so many roles and consistently stay working? Like, what would be your advice?
Well, my advice would be to approach it as a career. I think, today's young actor can be part of a, get famous now culture that we have because of the internet and because of social media. And I think that if you approach it as a career, just as you would as a doctor or a lawyer, where you go to school for a certain amount of years and you've tried to get into the right firm and you try to make sure you build a strong client list, I think that's the same way you should approach acting. You should approach acting as if, you're going to study to be the best actor you can be. You can always keep trying to be better. You're going to try to land roles, whether it be in movies, television, or theater, that help you get exposure, but also help you become a better, actor, so that when you do get your chance, you kill it. Because that's basically what it's about. And most people never get their chance, and when and some people get that chance and don't take advantage of it. And when the right person takes advantage of that opportunity, that's when you see that magic. That's because you couldn't imagine anyone ever playing that role than that person. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we all strive for. So I think that if you're a young actor, go into this with the idea that you want to build something. You're constantly building. You're not trying to become a star next year. You're constantly building to where you're going to be able to do this for 20, 30 years of your life, and not just do it for a while. And the next thing you know, you're trying to find another career.
Well, right, because you mentioned theater. You've done theater as well.
Oh, yeah. And I will continue to do theater. I mean, I love doing theater. It's if you consider yourself a storyteller like I do, okay, theater is the only place that you can actually tell an audience a story from beginning to end right in front of them. You know, it's not like a movie or TV where we shoot things out of order and they put everything together in the editing room. It's like theater is you actually tell a story to an audience and you watch them experience it in real time. I mean, it's a thrill that I don't know that if you don't have as an actor, I don't know, you're missing something.
Well, you know, I mean, we just interviewed Chaka Khan, who did some Broadway herself, and she said it's like slave labor. She said it's like the hardest she's ever had to work in her whole life.
Yeah, well, you have to
do theater.
That's slave labor. I'm
It
gonna tell you
is. 8 shows a week,
anybody,
not counting
anybody
rehearsal.
who does Broadway, it's the closest thing
They're
to
not
probably
paying you
slavery
enough.
that there
They're not
is.
paying you enough.
Okay, never. They couldn't,
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
because you know what you're gonna be doing for the rest for your a big part of your life. Because they can't take you for 5 minutes. You got to play.
You gotta commit.
Yes, and so you know exactly what you're going to be doing. That's like hell.
Yeah, we have to understand she's a singer doing a play. You know what I'm saying? You know, not like an actor, a trained actor doing a play, because that's how we train, is on stage. Yeah. And so if you think about the work, how much work it takes, well, let's say I do a play and say I rehearse that play for 3 months. Okay. Then I put the play up and then I'm doing it, 7 to 8 times a week. Okay. I'm coming in at 5 o'clock, 5:30. I'm doing the show, leaving at 11. That's not bad hours. That's not bad hours. I think a lot of people trade those hours that I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, do you enjoy doing theater as opposed to scripted film?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. I mean, the thrill of being on stage is just amazing. But I think I was born to be on film. And so, I mean, that's what I do. And that's also, it's a better living, put it that way. Make more money that way.
Right. Well, speaking of performance, you've always done music as well.
Yeah. I mean, for a long time, I've had my band, Leon and Peoples. And yeah, we do our thing just as well. Love it.
Right. And you actually went on tour with Barris Hammond at one point.
Oh, yeah. I've been on 4 tours with Barris Hammond. But my band, my complete band went on a tour with, For the Love of It tour with me, my band, Leon and Peoples, Marcia Griffiths, and Barris Hammond.
Right. And I actually got a chance to listen to your music.
Good, I'm glad.
Before the interview. Sometimes I Wish I Was Single. That's my song.
That's a lot of people's song. Yeah, people take to that. Sometimes we're performing and people just yelling out, "Single, single, play single." I'm like, I'm gonna get to it.
Okay, and then the newest song is "The World's Gonna Come Around."
Yeah, that's a song that's actually on our album, but I did an Art for Activism version of it, which is what you see now, is the video that's out now. And yeah, I mean, I'm really happy that people love it. It's a video and song about our times right now. It's important to get out there and vote. It's important to realize that we are the only ones that can change things if we really want things to change. And that we have to embrace ourselves as a nation and as and all our different cultures, and realize that the real pandemic is racism, and that's what we really need to be working on, okay?